We're going to look at Costco here on the weekly chart. We're currently trading at $1,007.15, down around 335 from yesterday's trading session. Basically, a whole lot of nothing in here on the weekly. As you can see, just a red doji in here. And we're right up against our previous resistance, which is exactly where we're trading at now. That's more or less that 1,007, 1,006 area. Now, below this area that we're currently trading at, this 9-day EMA is going to be a big support for us. You can see the past 3 weeks, we were sitting right on that. That's currently trading right around that 980 mark. Now, resistance wise, above this 1007 that we're currently trading at, we are going to be looking at this. It was our previous lower trend line. It is now our upper trend line. It is new safety line for us resistance wise. That is currently trading right here, right around those upper 1030s, really about 1040, 1041 is what we're going to be looking at for a resistance in here. And you can see that this trend line that was a previous support is now a harsh resistance for us. And we have respected this the past 4 to 5 weeks. So that is going to be a major area of concern for us as we're looking at this. Now, we do have right around $130 of an expected move in here in the next 2 trading sessions. And your volume is basically all on the call side today. You have right around 1,500 contracts traded on the 1020s, 1040s, and the 1050s, all basically 1,500 contracts traded on each of those strike points or strikes. And on your put side, really nothing, just a couple hundred here and there. So you kind of have to keep that in mind as we're looking at this. That doesn't tell us if it's going to be at the ask or anything. That's just kind of telling us what has been traded. Now, if we go into the daily chart in here on Costco, you can kind of see where the volatility has been and then exactly what has happened so far this week. You can see basically a little overexhaustion, right? So back at the beginning of April, we had that big low in here of 937. Now, all of a sudden, we're trading up here at $1,000 and more. So it looks like a little overexhaustion here, just taking a little bit of breather, right? So 4 days of just kind of nothing up in here, bunch of indecision, but we are holding that 9-day EMA. So that is good here on the daily chart. If you want to tighten up your support, you can look at this 9-day EMA. It's currently trading at 999. So if you really want that to be a major support for you in here and actually play off of that, $1,000, 999. That's what you're looking at here on that daily chart. You can see where your resistance is. That basically the past 4 days we've been right up against that 1,007, 1,006 marks in here. If we go back to the weekly chart again, you can kind of see where the volume has dropped off and your RSI has stayed basically stagnant in here, not really overbought or anything. Thought it was going to rise up if we get a night another green candle in here, but looks like a little indecision is being created this week. So your RSI is basically at 57. So not a whole lot to worry about there. We need some volume in here, and we do have earnings coming up in about 3 weeks from now. So May 29th, after market. So everybody's pricing in right around $100 expected move in there by 5:30. So we have to kind of keep that in mind as we are looking at this. We have earnings coming up here within the next 3 weeks. But again, it's going to come down to this level that we're currently trading at, right? So there's really no other levels that we can kind of watch for major key areas. We're just calling it what we're trading at right now. Depending on how much we gap up tomorrow, gap down tomorrow, it is going to be a nice support and resistance for us in here. And then above that, we're looking at that 1040 and we're looking at that 980 as our major areas of supports and resistances in here going forward. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.